Yep, you read the title correctly. I've bought myself another new car. It's a car that I've always wanted. It's parked right there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the intro out of the way and I'm gonna introduce you to the car, all right? So, I'll see you in a bit. Right, so this car obviously is parked right there. The reason why I like this car so much is because it's the most surreal looking thing you'll ever see on the road. It is not normal how abnormal it looks, all right? On social media, it's known as the Hulk. People that have followed me for a long time will know this car for certain. It's bright green, that's why it's known as the Hulk, and obviously it's parked right there. So what I'm gonna do, I ain't gonna mess around. We're gonna get some music on the go first. And in 3 seconds, I'm going to introduce you to my new car. Ready? So, my new car is a 720 brake horsepower BMW M6. Look at that car! Signal green BMW M6. It's a 2016 car, obviously by the plate, VB16 BHP. It's got big BHP under the bonnet. It's my friend Simon's car, or it was my friend Simon's car. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen that I've been posting a little bit about green cars in my story. Simon sold this car to go and buy himself a brand new Porsche in a similar colour, and yeah, let me just quickly, the most sort of striking thing about this car is obviously the colour. Let's quickly talk about the colour. So it is signal green, it is painted that colour, it come out of the factory in that colour. BMW themselves painted it that colour when Simon bought it brand new. Simon, they don't offer this car in signal green. They do offer the M6 in a green colour, but it's not quite as attractive as signal green, and Simon paid a premium and had it specifically or specially made for him. All right, so it's a one of a kind. As far as we know, there isn't another signal green BMW M6, certainly not in this country, but there probably is one out there somewhere. But it's an extremely unique car. So through the camera, the colour does definitely, I'm looking at my screen behind you, and it looks different through my eyes than it does through the camera, so I'll try and bring it up as best I can in the colour grading when I'm editing this video. But honestly, it is an abnormal looking car. Look at that car, the way it sits, the way it looks. I get that some people are going to look at it and think possibly don't like it, but for me personally, I love things that are different, that are savage, that are like a bit, I don't know, unique, and this is certainly that. So I done a video on this car about 2 or 3 years ago when Simon first bought it. Couldn't have been when he first bought it because it's 4 years old, but somewhere a while back I done a video on it. Back then I was kind of mildly into YouTube. It's the first sort of proper video that I've done. I put a lot of effort into that video. You can go and check that out if you haven't already. I'll put a link in the corner. But yeah, when I drove it back then, I fell in love with this car. It's just cool, isn't it? It's just so cool. And when I drove it back then, I said to Simon, when you sell that car, you've got to sell me that car. Like, don't sell that car without telling me, because I have to have that car. So literally this week I got a message from him and it come up on my phone, Calvin, how much for the Hulk? Yeah, I thought I'd rather spin that round rather than you just looking at the car the whole time. But yeah, so we met up, had a chat. He's quite keen to pick up his new car, so we had to just do a deal. Came at the wrong time for me, to be honest with you, because obviously I've got the RS6 and that's like my pride and joy. I'm still keeping the RS6, by the way, that's not going to go anywhere. But yeah, I just had to have this car. I think it's just a signal green thing. I just like obviously it's a BMW, it's an M car as well. It's a 4.4 litre V8 twin turbos. So it's quite a similar setup to the RS6, and it's running about 720 bhp. It's got even Trury intakes under the bonnet. It's a stage 2 car, so it's got downpipes as well. And if you look at the wheels, visually we've got Vorsteiner body kit and alloy wheels. So it's got 21-inch forged lightweight alloy wheels. Again, like something that's really drawing me to this car. I love that. And And if you look at that, check out this bottom splitter, look. That's not normal, is it? And I think that's the thing with this car, it's just such a different looking thing. So we'll go back on the inside, and interior wise, again, where it is extremely unique is green stitching. So if we have a look in here, the light might be quite poor, I don't know. Look at that, check that out, look. We've got green stitching everywhere. Again, it was an individually spec'd option, so it was just something that Simon wanted when he bought the car new. And yeah, it's just nice. Look at that, look, inside the door shuts. This is not a wrapped car, this is a proper signal green car. Let's look under the bonnet quickly. I'm happy, I ain't gonna lie, I am bloody happy, man. Look at that, under the bonnet, under there. See, even that's finished in lacquer, like that's shiny. Generally, under the bonnet of most people's cars, that's all like a bit of a dull finish, but this has been finished to a high standard throughout. Look, all in there, nice and shiny. I might have to give that a clean up myself. The Venturi intakes, they look lovely sat under the bonnet, and there's a little plaque there just to say that this is a BMW signal green car from factory. So yeah, this is my new car. I don't know what the sort of reason is for having it, to be honest with you. I just thought it's got to happen, isn't it? Bit of a strange one, but yeah. This video is more about introducing the car. I suppose there's a hell of a lot of, there's going to be a lot of questions in the comments, I know that. There is also going to be a lot of things that I've missed. I know there is going to be a lot of things that I should have spoke about in this video that I've probably just forgot about. But there is going to be content on this car. First things first, look, battery's flat. Let me just quickly start it. Struggle to start there. The reason why the battery's flat on this car is because it hasn't been used. It barely gets used. It's done about 400 miles, I think, from memory since the last MOT, and it's only done, look, 9,870 miles. So it's a proper low mileage car, running big power, looks the part, and yeah, it's just special, isn't it? So yeah, so we're gonna do, this is an introduction video to the new car. I'm gonna do a first drive video literally right now, so look out for the first drive video. I'll do that right now. And I've got someone about to come and interrupt me. Should I deal with her first? Right, sorry, I just got disturbed. I had to move the car quickly, but yeah, so this video is purely about introducing you to the car, and I'm going to be doing the first drive video following this video, so make sure you subscribe for that. But I know there's things I've missed. In my mind, I'm thinking there's lots of things I've missed. One thing I wanted to say is the colour theme on this car, the colour scheme, should I say, is basically black, green and carbon. The Vorsteiner kit it consists of the side skirts, the front splitter, the rear splitter. We've got carbon fibre mirrors as well, and then obviously the graphite sort of gunmetal coloured alloy wheels. They're 21 inch, they're massive wheels, proper wide as well. So yeah, I just love the way it looks, the way it sits. It's lowered as well. It's on, I'll find out what suspension it's on. I can't bloody remember, to be honest with you. But yeah, serious car. I'm over the moon with it. Gonna be posting some pictures on my Instagram, so make sure you give me a follow on Instagram at Calvin's Car Diary as well. And yeah, that's it. Hit like if you like this video, hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video, alright? Bye. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, well, you already know what it is, don't you? It's the first drive video of the BMW M6.